Hi there, I'm Nicole from Startup Fashion, and in this video I am going to be talking about 6 simple ways to up-level your social media marketing. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and that little bell next to it, so that way you'll get notified when these videos are made live and you won't miss anything. Okay, so let's talk about this up-leveling of social media. I know that social media can be really overwhelming and it feels like this constant ongoing process and there's so much to learn and it can feel like you're not keeping up. But there are some things you can do that are very foundational in terms of they can be ongoing and just a part of your strategy as a whole that will help you up-level what you're doing and make it work harder for you. So let's start. Number 1 is all about finding the people who are really creating fantastic content, right? Learn from them. Figure out who is putting out content that is working and pay attention to them. And that's not just within the fashion industry, that's across the board. You know, what kinds of calls to action are they posting regularly? What are the things that are getting the most engagement? This isn't an invitation to copy, it's an invitation to learn. So get inspired by what they're doing and think about ways that you can make it your own and apply it to your own business. And when you do this on a regular basis, it really starts to help you improve all of your efforts. You know, all of these efforts you're putting out there start working a lot harder for you. Number 2, make sure that social media is part of your customer journey. So you probably realize that having your social media handles on your website, in your email footer, on your packaging, all of that is important, and you probably do that. But also think about how you can improve upon that. Think about inviting people to tag you when they post a picture of themselves wearing your stuff. So people love to take selfies, it's just the way it is. And so in doing that, they're probably going to be wearing something they bought from you at some point. Encourage them to tag you, and then you share that so that they feel appreciated. Another thing to do is when someone leaves a 5-star review of one of your products on your website, have the ability for them to easily share that review on social media. Another thing to think about is, say you're doing a pop-up. Again, with the selfies, if you have a mirror there for people to take pictures of themselves as they're trying on that necklace or they're trying on that jacket, make sure that your social media handle is on that mirror because they're going to be taking those selfies. So make the most of it, right? So rather than just the default of having it on your website, having them on your packaging, think about ways that your social media handles are being presented throughout the customer journey. Number 3, use the interaction tools that are available to you to engage your community. So these platforms are always launching new features. Think about all of the stickers that are available on Instagram stories, right? Start using them. The poll sticker, the ask a question sticker, the starting a chat sticker. These are there for you to start using them to build engagement. So you could start a chat with some Instagram handles or people on Instagram who have all purchased a certain dress from you or a certain necklace or jacket or something. And the whole chat could be about sharing how they're styling it, how they're wearing it, how they're loving it. That's an interesting way to start engaging, and it's not so much about you, but it's about them, right? And that's really powerful. So take a look at what these engagement features are on these different platforms and figure out how you're going to use them. Number 4, use these different tools creatively. So to build on what I was just saying, there are all of these different features, and it can often feel like, oh, that doesn't apply to my business or that doesn't apply to my brand. I'm not even going to think about that feature. But instead, get more creative. Think about how you can use some of these different features to really up-level what you're doing. So think about with Instagram stories, the close friends feature, right? So what if in case you don't know, the close friends feature makes it possible to send Instagram stories to just a select group of people. What if that select group of people became some kind of VIP group, right? Where you gave them special access to things. It could be early access. It could be a discount. It could be some kind of special perk or something, like something that made them feel special. What if you use that tool to be a little Instagram VIP club, right? That's not what the tool was meant for, but that's a creative way of using it for your business. So try not to dismiss these tools and features as something that doesn't apply to you before you really give it some time and think about how you can use it to your advantage. Number 5, don't be afraid to publish the same content more than once. So while this is a delicate balance and you don't want to just keep sharing the same thing over and over again, you do need to keep in mind that with social media, people are just flooded with stuff, with content, with information. And so while it could feel to you like it's overkill, they may not even be seeing it yet. So if you had a video that really went over well when you first shared it, share it again, especially if your accounts are growing. That means there are always going to be new people there to see this content. So don't be afraid to reshare things so that you are really up-leveling your efforts here and you're making the most out of all of the time and energy and creativity and money that you're putting into creating this content. And the 6th and final step for up-leveling your social media marketing is get personal on social media. Now again, there's a balance to this, and you should share only the things you feel comfortable sharing. But opening up a little bit, showing some vulnerability, having discussions that aren't all shiny and perfect and pretty is really important because there's so much out there, you know, in terms of the content people are creating. And the only way to really start creating bonds and relationships is with some honesty and with some realness. And I know you've heard this before, or I'm sure you've heard it before, but it's really worth me highlighting in this video because it's not easy. And we have to be reminded of it because what is easy is to not do it, to only put out videos that are perfectly polished, to not share an Instagram story because you haven't done your hair that day, like whatever it is. That's the easy way out. But don't do what's easy. Let yourself get a little vulnerable and real on these social media platforms, and you're going to be amazed at how that really up-levels what you're doing and the impact and effect it has on the people who are receiving it. Okay, so if this video prompted questions, drop them in the comments below and we can talk more about it. And if you want more help with launching a business in the fashion industry, growing your business, head over to startupfashion.com because we have so much free info there. You'll learn a ton. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.